Here for a training session with Rosie, doing a little babysitting / training, and her owner had actually put this thing on her, and I took that off. These are cool, but if you're thinking about using one of these for your dog, there's a whole different way to do this. Most people use this as like a off switch, like they'll put it on their dog, and then as soon as their dog starts doing something like being in the way or doing, they just start, lighting them up with that. This is one of those vibrate ones, so it's not like, she's getting hurt or anything, but it's all about timing. And when you get a dog used to being conditioned in that way, it's like really annoying for the dog. So, and it really doesn't solve anything long term. You guarantee yourself of that. So, it's just a huge pain in the butt and uncomfortable for the dog. So, if you're thinking about doing this route, maybe contact me. I haven't made any videos about this tool because I don't really use it too much, but there is a whole different way of using it that's like much more clear to the dog, and it turns this into like a bridge rather than like a lifelong thing. So you can see Rosie, her main priority right now is to just stay cool. It's kind of warm, so she don't want to be standing around in the sun, which is understandable. So I have a little ring thing attached to the leash, and it's attached to my belt here, and that's enabling me to do some stuff like work on finishing these sandals and whatnot, and film this video, and have Rosie just be calm and chill without me needing to like hold on to the leash. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk down the driveway, and there's a gate that will open, and I want you to notice that when I start walking with Rosie, I'm going to take a hold of the leash like this. She's laying with it under her one foot, so I'm just going to start walking. Say, come on. And you can see how when you really just vibing with the dog, they'll just kind of stick around with you. It's no big deal. So she's totally used to going in the door first, which is one thing that we're working on with the owner. So you can see, just out of habit, like she's got no agenda right now really other than falling into old habits. And that's why I'm real big about creating new behavior at the habit level. Make it part of your daily routine so that it becomes so ingrained in the dog that instead of her positioning herself this way, that she won't even do that. So the way I'm going to ask her to reposition herself is to just put a little attention on the leash and just bring her around in a circle and get her to reorient. And then as she's there, I'm going to grab the gate and open it. And you notice how I'm not too concerned about being like, oh, get out and make sure you don't get bumped into by the gate. It's because I'm relying on the dog to actually have some common sense. So you can see she's wanting to go first, and I'm just saying, like, I'm communicating with her in a way that she understands that I 100% with no gray area expect her to just cooperate with me and move at my pace. And I'm not being dramatic about it. I'm not being forceful. I'm not making a fuss. I'm just showing her, hey sweetheart, let's move at my pace. I don't want to move at your pace. So she's positioned, here's my feet, and there's her feet. So as soon as I take a step forward, she's already 2 steps ahead of me. So that's not a good place to start. But you see how her state of mind isn't all excited. She's being cool. So all I need to do is just back up a little bit, and she'll reorient with me. And just reorient. And so I just make it clear that this is where I wanted to be. And when you take your time with this and really aren't in a rush, and you're just really just being there for the dog, and you're not feeling like any weird way about frustration or anything, they'll pick it up. And you'd be surprised how time adds up more slow. You might think you're spending all this time, and then you look at the clock and it's like, that only took 8 minutes? And you're like, yeah, it only took 8 minutes. And you fixed your dog pretty much, just by being calm and present. We think that if we're standing still doing the same thing for 30 seconds with nothing happening, that's like wasted time. It's quite the opposite. So now she's a little cute, whatever's going on down there, probably some squirrel or something. But you see how she's being cued in on it without being fixated crazy on it, and that's what you want from your dog. The whole point of my training is to allow her to still be like a sweet, curious, expressive animal, but just shave that edge off. Make it so that she's not, got that edge of anxiety where she's always 2 steps ahead of things. Just teaching her to slow down her vibe a little bit, and she'll get to enjoy stuff. So I'm just going to walk, but you can see she's, wanting to go a little ahead. So I'm just going to stop. Come here, babe. And she's already starting to walk ahead, even though I haven't moved yet. So I'm going to go back a little bit. And, this is an old habit of hers. So she's pretty committed to feeling like she needs to see that yawn that she just did. That's significant. I'm not going to go into it in great detail, but when you're challenging a dog and they feel like they're being challenged, they'll a lot of times do big yawns like that as a way to relieve not stress. It's not like she's feeling stress. Come here. But, it's related to what we're doing here, and it's normal. So, now here I have her, and I'm going to make it a little easier this time. I'm going to just put my hand down on the leash a little shorter, so that when we walk forward, I'll be able to help her stay with me. And all I'm doing is just giving her super little, gentle little pops on the leash. But you can see she's outpacing me. She's all the way up there now. So I'm just going to stop. And just back up. My hands on the leash. I'm just letting my own body weight naturally lead her back. And it feels more natural to her. Part of this distraction is she's kind of looking for her dad. They have a really special relationship, and she's really bonded with him. So the fact that he's not here is causing her a little bit of confusion. Come here. But you notice how I'm not playing into that. I'm not being like, oh, do you miss your dad, or where's your dad, or anything. Rosie, come on. So since she thinks she knows what's going on so well, we're just going to walk back the other way. And that's what I'm saying with the dog. I don't need to get to the end of the driveway. I just figured it would be nice for her to walk down the end of the driveway. But if she isn't communicating with me good, then we don't have to walk down there. We can just walk over here. And now we'll turn around and walk back again. And you see how she's walking super slow and respectful? That's part of it. See, okay, so now we get to the tension. She's got tension on the leash, so I just stop. And then just back up. There was another yawn. And just back up. This is a little confusing for her because, like, you know, I want it to make sense for her, but right now she's like, this doesn't quite make sense. What exactly are you asking of me? I just want to be in the shade and lay down. I don't really want to be walking around. And that's kind of the point. It's like, I know that. Here comes her dad. Okay, so see how she perks up? And we've got her dad coming back. Now, this part is actually real important because I've been vibing with her real good for a little bit. Now, she wants to go and turn super excited when she sees him. It's my responsibility now to show her that, look, just because he comes back and you're happy, let's express it in a mature way. Meaning, like, let's not get all excited about it, okay? So see, she pulls, but my job right now is to help Rosie understand that when her owner comes back, that she should just relax and be calm. If she gets real excited around her owner, then that tells me that, you know, we have a lot more work to do than I, you know, would have hoped, but it's still very achievable. The main thing is the owner needs to represent calm energy, and the dog needs to show calm respect when they're, you know, greeting their owner. It's a very, very important element of things, and it's often overlooked because people get joy when their dog is happy to see them. But we need to understand the big picture. I'm just explaining to the video how it's important that when you show up, that she not get all excited to see you.
Yeah.
Because that, like, the owner is the one person that needs to represent, like, calmness more than anything else. And then you guys will also have your levels of exchanging affection that are way deeper than excitement. Like, you know, so, see, she's just, all she wants really is the shade right now.
Yeah.
So basically I'm going to unhook this thing. I'm going to, yeah, it's cool that the landscapers just came, huh?
Yeah. I'm building a giant dump bed for them. And the last dump bed I made for his uncle was, his uncle fucked me around on paying me. And so I'm like, no, I'm not doing any work for you guys. Like, sorry.
Are you ready for the responsibility of handling your dog?
Yeah.
There we go. So yeah, she's chilling. She's doing good. But, so that's how you keep your dog calm. And use calmness as the main barometer, because calmness is what's telling you what their state of mind is. And once you get the dog calm, you'll be able to fix the behaviors, and it won't feel like an uphill battle. So thanks for watching.